Hey guys, George back again with another update. This one's for July 3rd, 2012. I got a bunch of stuff. I went to Princeton Record Exchange last week. Did some shopping this weekend. I got some bunch of $1 LPs up there, a couple $2 ones. I got a lot of stuff, so we're gonna do this quick, and we'll start with the $1 ones. First up is Little Richard, Oh My Soul. This is on 5 West Music, out of New York. Best of, was real cheap. Pretty killer though. Next is Joan Jett's Do You Want to Touch Me with the Flipside Summertime Blues from 1982. This is on the Boardwalk Records. Really cool. Best of Bachman Turner Overdrive. I have another best of. This one looked different. All the vinyls are mint. All the covers seem pretty good. There's a few I haven't listened to yet, but this is just your normal stuff, normal best of stuff. But I figured I'd add it to the collection for that cheap. Next is Lizzy Borden's Menace to Society. I love this record. I have this on CD. I always wanted the LP. I found it for like, I don't know, $2 at Princeton. Pretty killer though. Really cool. Stray Cat's second album, Gonna Ball. This is the UK pressing. I got the self-titled one last time, so I figured I'd get this one. I never seen this one. This one's kind of hard to find, I think. Like I said, I haven't seen it that much, but this is the UK. I think what they did here is they took the best of the first and second album from the UK and put out Built for Speed here. I could be wrong, but that's what it seemed like to me. But really killer. I love the Stray Cats, especially the early stuff. I like Brian Setzer. I think he's a great guitar player. Next up is Chuck Berry's Flashback. This is a 2-disc set. This is like mint, pristine. It's on Pickwick. Best of type stuff. Really cool though. I've never seen this before. I guess it's common, but I've never seen it. So next up is Y&T's Earthshaker. This is another one that I've been waiting to get. Haven't seen it a lot. Usually when I see it, it goes for a lot of money, but this is the gold stamp promo. Great record though. I love this record. So I was happy to find that. Next up is the first Anthem, self-titled, first US one I guess. I got one last update, so this was cool to find this for so cheap. This was like $1, like pristine. This is on Restless Records out of California, I think. Yep, El Segundo. Next is Rage, Nice and Dirty. I never heard this record. I have a few other Rage titles, but I never heard this one, so I've never really seen this one either, so haven't listened to this yet, but this is a French import. Pretty killer. Gold stamp promo. Maybe it's not French then. Nah, US. Thought it was French, but US gold stamp. Next is Jack Starr's Burning Star, Rock the American Way. Never heard this either. I've heard Jack Starr's stuff before, so I liked it. This is on Passport Records. Pretty killer. Like I said, I'll be checking it out. I haven't listened to it yet. Next is another Robert Gordon, Rock Billy Boogie. Really 50s style music. Done really well. Really cool record though. I definitely suggest checking his stuff out. He's got a few, he's got a ton of records out, so I think the ones with Link Ray are probably the better ones, but that's still a good record. Next is the London Howlin' Wolf Sessions. This has got like Charlie Watts and Bill Wyman, Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood. Really good album. I have the Chuck Berry one like this too, but pretty cool. I've never seen that one either. Next is Laaz Rockit's Holiday in Cambodia. This is a single. released I think 1989. It's got 4 songs on it. This is on Restless Records. I'm trying to find the other titles on vinyl. They're kind of hard to find, but I figured this was $1, so pretty killer. Next is an upgraded Dio's Last in Line. I had it, but this one's like pristine, except for there was a sticker there at some point, but killer. Great record. Next is 10 Best from the West. It's called Pure Rock. This is a metal compilation. I never heard of all these bands on here. Bands like Snake Rock, Drive, Britain, which I've heard of, Steelmaster, Bedwild, Silent Rage, Targa, Fans, and Swan. And Nightfall. This is on Rampage Records from 89 or 88, something like that. But I haven't listened to this yet, but it's like all unsigned acts from back then. So I'm curious to hear that. Next was a $1. It's the wrestling album with Hillbilly Jim and, you know, all the Don't Go Messing with a Country Boy and Captain Lou stuff, and I don't know. I'm a big wrestling fan, so that was $1. Next is the first Foghat. I think the one I had last week, it wasn't the first one. This is the first one, I guess. I don't know. There was a couple self-titled records, but this is on Bearsville. I haven't listened to this yet either. I just got some of these within the last day or so, but I wanted to do an update before I left to go traveling. I'll explain more at the end of the video. Next up is the Heavy Metal Kids' first album. This came out in 1974 on Adco. There was a Philly band, I think, or no, that was Dead End Kids, but I don't know much about these guys, but that was $1. Hit Priest you already saw, but that's the first album, Tight and Exciting. I already showed that one before. That's a great record. I have the second one, I'll show you in a minute. Next up is an 80s reissue of Yellow Submarine. Super gloss cover. Really killer. EMI Capital pressing. Awesome. 50,000 Elvis, or 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. This is volume 2. This is a reissue as well on RCA. It's got 20 songs. But it was $1, so I figured I'd add it to the collection. I don't have volume 1 yet, but next up I got a couple Triumph dollars, Thundersteel, and Progressions of Power. Not a huge Triumph fan, but I figured for $1 I'd check them out. So we'll see. Next up is the Best of Sam and Dave. This has got like Hold On, I'm Coming, Soul Man. A lot of this stuff was written, I don't know if people know, by Isaac Hayes. You know, Black Moses. So really killer stuff. I was happy to find this. I love Sam and Dave stuff. Next up is one I just got, Doobie Brothers, Stampede. This is the Canadian pressing. Mint condition, really killer. I don't know much about this record, but ever since I got that first self-titled record of the early stuff, I love that stuff better than the normal hit stuff. Rod Stewart Collection. This is another Canadian release, 2 LP set on Starr. This has got everything like pre-75, I guess. Some Faces stuff as well, I think. It's got Stay With Me, Maggie May, Every Picture Tells a Story, You Wear It Well, Handbags and Glad Rags, you know, Street Fighting Man, Gasoline Alley, Twisting the Night Away. I love the early Rod Stewart and Faces stuff, so I was happy to get that. I have a lot of Rod Stewart stuff, like early, pre-disco shit. Next up is another import. This is Slade. Another like 10-track best of on Polydor, I guess from Spain maybe. Doesn't say. but I guess that's where it's from. The cover's kind of beat, but the LP's mid. Next up, I got the Mexican, I think, Aerosmith Greatest Hits. All the song titles are in Spanish. Yeah, Mexico. But I thought that was cool. That was a buck. Self-titled Babylon AD record. This is a promo with gold stamp promo. It's got an 8x10 and a bio sheet in it. I always liked this record when it first came out. Bang Go the Bells, Hammer Swings Down. Bang Go the Bells is probably the best tune on here. But really killer hard rock record. Next up is the self-titled Easy-O. I got the album last time. This is the one that's produced by Gene Simmons. This one's alright. It's not as good as the other one, Fire Fire, I think. But pretty cool record though. I'm happy to find it for a buck. Next is the first Waysted EP. I believe it's the first Waysted EP. I don't know much about this one. It's a 5-song, EP. It's got Won't Get Out Alive, The Price You Pay, Rock Steady, Hurt So Good, and Cinderella Boys. Killer. It's on Music for Nations Records. Really cool. I like early Waysted stuff. And Chrome Molly, Angst. Now I got the French, I think, imported their first album. I think this takes some of that stuff and they remixed it, added some new tracks for a U.S. release, like 3 or 4 years later. But I don't know. I kind of compared the two. They sound a little different, not much, but. And then on to some newer. These are all sealed and new. But I got the Hollywood Rocks box set. There's only 500 of these. It's like a glam thing. I got this for $3. I think it's on Cleopatra. It goes for like 30-some bucks, but it's like red, white, and blue vinyl, which is cool. It's got bands like Bang Tango, Pretty Boy Floyd, autographs on here, Junkyard. Who else? LA Guns, Hollywood Rose, XYZ, Dokken, Odin, Rough Cut, Keel, Motley, Tough, which I'm not a huge Tough fan. I like the Jim Gillette Tough stuff. Jet Boys on here, Love Hate, Bullet Boys, that kind of stuff. But it's killer for $3. I couldn't go wrong. Again, if you haven't seen, I did a review of this record. This is the Ginger Wildheart record, 555%. This is great. There's a review, so check that out on my channel. The second Hit Priest Records. This is called Full Tilt Bullshit. This is a limited edition with a different cover than the CD, and the vinyl's like red with black lines in it. Pretty killer though. Great record. Very like Nashville Pussy, Super Suckers, punk rock type stuff. Awesome. It's a great record. Next is a band called Blackjack. This came out in '97. I have a live EP. I never knew about this one. I got this. This was sealed. This has got 21 songs on it. It was released in, like I said, 1997 on Estrus. So I'm curious to hear the whole record. I just got this in the mail yesterday, so that was from eBay. Next is the Spitting Cobras Year of the Cobra LP. Finally got it on LP. This was back ordered for a while. It was like $10 or something, and I saw their website. They're selling it for $25. I don't know why, but $10 is fine. Next is the brand new Teenage Bottle Rocket. This is called Freak Out. This is pretty cool. It's not as good as their first few records, but it's kind of a cross between, it's weird, it's like a cross between the Ramones and the Misfits. Like, I think there's two singers. One of the singers sounds a little bit like Danzig. Musically, they sound like the Ramones. Great great band. I just haven't listened to this. I haven't given it 100% listen yet, but from what I heard, it was just okay. But definitely check them out. I mean, it's cheap. The CD, which I got the CD too, but the CD was like 10. That was like 12 bucks, brand new. Finally, the last LP I got, the Exploited. This is Troops of Tomorrow. This is the reissue. This is on like gray marble vinyl, I think. Yeah. The UK. Really killer. I love this record. I love the Exploited. So I'm looking for more of their stuff on vinyl. Again, they're super hard to find, and when you do find them, they're way expensive. So now on to some CDs. I got the Australian pressing of Deep Purple's Machine Head. Like I said, this is my favorite Machine Head studio album. So I just got this. It was super. It was like $1. I wanted to compare it to the US pressing. This actually sounds a little better than the US pressing, which most import releases sound a lot better than the US pressings. I don't know why. Well, because the US pressings suck ass. Here's the Ginger. Again, there's a full review on this on my channel. I found a promo of the R.L. Burnside, An Ass Pocket of Whiskey. I think this is John Spencer Blues Explosion is the backing band on this. This album's great. It's fantastic. This was released originally in '96. I have this on vinyl, but I found this for 50 cents on, just a promo cardboard sleeve. Here's the Teenage Bottle Rocket CD. And lastly is the brand new Fastway record. This is called Eat Dog Eat. This was released in the United States on MVD Audio with an extra track called Only If You Want It. That track is not available anywhere else, as far as I know. Maybe Japan, I don't know. But I saw the UK one. I waited for that to come out. It's $9.99 on Amazon. Great record though. I'm glad to finally hear a new Fastway record. I love Fast Eddie Clarke. I think his guitar playing is amazing. But anyway, that's it for this update. Like I said, I'll be going out of town this week. This weekend I'll be gone for a week. I'm going to be doing updates from the road. Hopefully some road trip video. And hit a bunch of record stores. Down south, southern New Jersey and stuff like that. See what we find. I'll be mobile, so I'll be able to get in touch with people. If you're looking for anything while I'm gone, just post it in the video in the comment section in this video. And real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Greeno22, just to let you know that he bought something off me from eBay. I have that ready to go. The one thing that I had gotten for you, it's coming Thursday. My buddy bought a bunch of stuff. He was supposed to come this Sunday, had something to do, so he's coming Thursday since we're all off. So I'll have that and I'll ship it out right before I leave. So no worries. I'll also send you an email or a PM, but I figured you'd be watching this before I PM'd you, so no worries. I have that for you. I got a couple other things coming that you may be interested in, and I'll definitely email you first before I post them. But anyway, that's it. Thanks again for subscribing. I'm finally over 100 subscribers, which I appreciate, a lot. Like I said, I'll be doing a video update while I'm traveling. DVD and Blu-ray update, I'm going to have to wait until I get back. I just don't have time right now to watch stuff, and there really hasn't been a bunch of stuff. I might do a wrestling thing. I have a bunch of wrestling videos that I've gotten, like WWE documentaries, which I don't buy like the pay-per-views, but I buy like the documentaries on certain factions or old AWA videos and NWA and WCW, and documentaries on certain wrestlers. So I always find them more interesting than the actual matches, but maybe I'll do something on them. I don't know yet, but I'll be doing another cassette one before I leave. People have been asking me for that. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you all real soon. See ya.